So, what's the deal with ADHD treatment? It's 2025, and we're still struggling to figure out what really works. Did you know over 60% of people with ADHD never find the right treatment? Let's cut through the noise and uncover what actually makes a difference. Here's what science actually says about ADHD treatments. Spoiler alert, it's not as simple as popping a pill and calling it a day. We're talking medications, therapy, lifestyle changes, the whole shebang. And let's be real, it can feel pretty overwhelming. Where do you even start? To make matters worse, there's all this social stigma and misinformation floating around. You've probably heard someone say, ADHD is just a childhood phase, or that it can't really be treated. Newsflash, that's total nonsense. Let's break it down, starting with medications. We've got stimulants and non-stimulants. What's the difference? Well, stimulants are like giving your brain a cup of coffee. They wake up those sleepy neurotransmitters. Non-stimulants? They're more like a gentle nudge to your brain chemistry. Both can be effective, but they work differently for different people. Now, onto therapy. Cognitive behavioral therapy, or CBT, is like a personal trainer for your brain. It helps you build mental muscles to tackle ADHD challenges. Then there's coaching, which is exactly what it sounds like. Someone in your corner, helping you strategize. And don't forget mindfulness. It's not just for yoga enthusiasts anymore. These therapies fill in the gaps that medication can't fix, like time management skills or emotional regulation. But wait, there's more. Lifestyle changes can make a huge difference. We're talking diet, exercise, sleep hygiene, and even digital detoxes. Did you know that regular exercise can improve ADHD symptoms by up to 30%? That's not just me talking. That's science, folks. And because it's 2025, we've got some cool new treatments on the block. Digital therapy apps are like having a pocket-sized therapist. Neurofeedback is training your brain waves. Sounds sci-fi, right? And get this, we're now using genetic testing to personalize treatments. Welcome to the future, people. Let me tell you about Sarah, a 35-year-old graphic designer who struggled with ADHD her whole life. She tried medication alone and felt like a zombie. Then she tried just therapy and still couldn't focus. But when she combined a low dose of stimulants with CBT and a strict exercise routine, bam! She's now crushing it at work and feeling more in control than ever. Now, what about the kiddos? Meet Tommy, age 10, and his parents. They were at their wits' end with his ADHD, but they found a balance. They worked with Tommy's school to set up accommodations, establish rock-solid routines at home, and got him into play therapy. It wasn't an overnight fix, but now Tommy's thriving in school and at home. Here's the deal. ADHD treatment isn't one size fits all. It's more like a puzzle, and you've got to find the pieces that fit for you. But with the right tools, you absolutely can thrive with ADHD. So what have we learned? ADHD is treatable, but it takes a multi-pronged approach. Medications can be a game changer, but they're not the whole story. Therapy gives you skills that last a lifetime. And don't underestimate the power of a good night's sleep and a brisk walk. We've busted some myths, dropped some science, and hopefully given you a clearer picture of what ADHD treatment really looks like in 2025. Remember, it's a journey, not a quick fix. But armed with the right information, you're already ahead of the game. Now, I've got a question for you. What's been your experience with ADHD treatment? Have you tried any of the methods we talked about? Or maybe you've got a success story of your own? Drop it in the comments below. Your story could be the inspiration someone else needs. And hey, if this video gave you some aha moments, don't keep it to yourself. Share it with someone who might need this info. You never know, you could be changing someone's life. Before you go, let's do a quick recap. We've covered medications, both the stimulant and non-stimulant varieties. We've talked about the power of therapy and coaching. We've explored how lifestyle changes can make a massive difference. And we've peeked into the future with new, cutting-edge treatments. Remember Sarah and Tommy? Their stories show that finding the right treatment combo is possible, even if it takes some trial and error. The key is to keep trying, keep communicating with your healthcare providers, and don't be afraid to mix and match approaches. Now, if you're feeling a bit overwhelmed by all this info, don't worry, that's totally normal. ADHD treatment is complex, but that's also what makes it so powerful. You've got options, and that's a good thing. So what's your next step? Maybe it's talking to your doctor about trying a new medication. Or perhaps it's downloading one of those nifty ADHD management apps we mentioned. Whatever it is, remember that you're not alone in this journey. And speaking of not being alone, if you found this video helpful, why not join our community? Hit that subscribe button for more science-backed ADHD insights. We're always exploring the latest research and treatments. And we'd love to have you along for the ride. Before we wrap up, I want to leave you with one last thought. ADHD doesn't define you, but how you manage it can redefine your life. Whether you're dealing with ADHD yourself or supporting someone who is, remember that knowledge is power, and you've just armed yourself with a whole lot of knowledge. So, here's to finding your perfect treatment puzzle pieces, to busting ADHD myths, and to thriving in 2025 and beyond. Until next time, keep learning, keep growing, and most importantly, keep being your awesome self. See you in the next video.